Hello, and welcome back, I should say, to the Bandits on Wheels Twitch channel. Tactical Banditry here, bringing you guys today's action, and this is the Fall Showdown number 1, $7,000 on the line. And first up, Navanta, we have Pirates on a boat versus First Class. On your guys' screen right there, you guys are taking a look at some of the other, just the groups essentially, where we kind of keep track of what's going on with today. Lights Out taking out Lotus 8 Esports in that Group A up in the top left-hand corner. Sup versus Old Heads underneath that. And then going down to Group B, Burgers versus Lux Esports, Hey Bro versus 1901. Pirates on a boat, of course, in the top right-hand corner versus First Class. That's where we're at. Boulevard versus Flight taking on at the same time. And then, of course, we got Suck Partic, that Lion Blaze squad, taking on Execute. And then Group D, Nolly's Minions versus Shootas. So that's how the first round is going to be happening here on the Fall Showdown.
Sometimes it doesn't. A little bit too early to tell here, but I wonder which one's going to prevail in the end.
Oh, here comes Toasty, another solo play, no challenge coming out from the defense of First Class. That's going to add the second one on here for Pirates on a boat.
You know I hate puns. I'm just putting it out there. I totally hate puns, but because I say that, I got to think you're going to troll me and give me more puns for the sake of it. Shadow Frame cleared her way by Jarrell and his epic on the last side of it. But yes, as we say here, no, not a Rule 1. I am sorry, Novanta is actually anti-Rule 1. Come at me, chat. It's a tournament. $7,000 in cash and prizes on the line.
I do agree.
Fender Bender? My goodness. I'll tell you how the Rule 1 doesn't impacts the game, because there's a bunch of ways that it does, but you're absolutely right. Are you going to be the one to be risky enough to go around 100 boosts in one other shot? That was slapped by the crossbar that time.
Still locked in that Rule 1 towards midfield. This is a good air dribble. That one rattles the cages, going to miss its mark. That one falls to the wayside, 5 up at midfield. No boost to work with, but Buffy with the overtake. Gonna go ahead and shoot that one. Top shelf, easy peasy. First goal goes to First Class.
Well, Toasty tries a might, which is a little bit slow. I think it was a boost issue, and Andy then tried to compensate, was a bit too late. Remember, there's only one mistake you can make in Rocket League. That's hesitation. That's what happened to Andy, and now it's 1-0 the other way.
They both want to get that match point under their belts. It's a huge thing. What a triple! Oh my goodness, gyro! Yeah, Pirates on a boat doing an absolutely phenomenal job. A bump play coming through for Gyro. Going to get a little bit of help on the defensive end as well. But watch this one back off of the side. Gets one touch. On top of that, gets the bump onto deck. And then 5 up on the lower end. Pirates on a boat. Taking on First Class. And they won that one in a 3-1 victory over First Class. And moving to 1-0 in Group C. Top right-hand corner. That's where we're at right there.
Lights Out, Reynolds and company have shown they have come to play. They're not going to be the easiest boss in their group, but Old Heads has been on a funky run themselves. So it'd be kind of fun to see how these two teams interact and the kind of style of play they bring together in this best of 5. But hey, maybe I get it back, get some of that good karma back. Only one goal is scored quite yet, but already we're seeing a team say, what a ball! I'm just like on point. Every time someone scores a goal, I gotta say something. But look at this arc here, whoops.
Yeah, I mean, there's caster blessings and there's caster curses. In this situation, I think you have the caster blessing in Calm flavor right there, but Calm showing off his mechanical ability, showing off his offensive skill set as well. Magic Bear open net opportunity, Lights Out. They're gonna go up by 1.
If you don't know where it's gonna be, you gotta cut off in the pass, and that's what they did quite then. Showed a lot of the concentration so late in the game. But as I say that, Reynolds, the savior, 3-2.
Or we're gonna see Old Heads kind of show up and show out. They're not a team to be messed with. You have to kind of keep accelerating past them. Magic Bear, almost a caster curse right here, or caster blessing, whatever one you want to look at.
And so it does seem that Lights Out's one of the most slickest presentations. Oh my goodness, that we've seen in a long time.
Essentially opens up that play. So we're gonna see if that's it's gonna continue on. That trend is gonna continue on here as we fire the first shot. Heck is gonna score. That's Old Heads, and you have to breathe a sigh of relief if you're a fan of them.
Do I have written this entire novel about how do Old Heads get on the board, but just, easing a ball into a net always works, apparently. Just like that, 7 seconds elapsed, we have our first goal of the game.
Final 60 seconds quickly approaching us. J Powell gonna fire another one. That should be the dagger here in this game, especially the way that this offense has been performing.
Yeah, overtakes are something that really doesn't get a lot of love in Rocket League because it serves two purposes. One, it gets to the ball faster, sure, but then it really puts your opponent out of sorts. And J Powell collects one here off the crossbar. Absolutely. And that is not good news no matter who you are and what tournament you're playing. You gotta score at least once a game. And as I say that, right on the button, Redo says, all right, casters, shut up. Here's one for you. I saw you in the first half of this one. It should be yours in hand, but if your old heads be able to wear down a quote-unquote stronger opponent over time, that's the stuff legends are made of. Adam, don't do it to him. Wow.
As soon as I saw Com give this one away that he had no boost, I was like, this is trouble. Adam has this. On top of that, look at what happened here on the pitch, too. This is an open net. This one should be an easy give. Heck is going to score the first goal for Old Heads, but it started over here on the blue half of the pitch.
Total 1-9 formation here in the final moments of game 5, and that could be it.
Yeah, that's it. I feel like that's it. The way that Old Heads have played, they definitely earned it. They locked down this offense of Lights Out. A totally different game from game 1, game 2. And it looks like they're going to do it. They're going to pull off the reverse sweep. Oh, man. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Old Heads, though, if you're an Old Heads fan, you love to see it as they take out Lights Out in the reverse sweep fashion.
Lights Out getting upset is kind of the big thing. Y'all just saw that here on the Tactical Banditry channel. Of course, also Old Heads that prevailing right there. So they still have a second chance versus Sup. That matchup's going to be a lot of fun. Burgers and Hey Bro, these invitees kind of riding the struggle bus like you mentioned, Gilgan, and I'm really surprised to kind of see that roll through.
But we are focused up on Group B right now. The team that it feels like everybody wants to see, those Burgers, Daniel, Atomic, and Mist going up against Hey Bro. I mean, we can say it time and again for this team. It feels like the only way is up for them. They are expected to drop this series, but with a Game 5 performance from Burgers, you'd think they might be shaky at the start. Atomic convinces us otherwise, though. A beautiful solo effort here and a massive dunk.
That is a huge triple tap, and hey, I'm gonna force you to own goal this. Don't worry about it.
Certainly doing a solid job turning everybody in.
So unfortunately, that shot's gonna be nowhere near on target. Daniel here in the midfield continuing this to miss. Looking for Atomic, the passing play coming out, and it's directly into the net, and Burgers popping off here in game number 1. That is 4 touches in between team members.
Everyone getting a Cirque du Soleil show free of charge, and it's exclamation point at the end for Burger's very tasty meal to take in here.
Gonna be able to get it center at least. Daniel getting bumped off the backboard. This might be dangerous. Wavy with a drop down. It's somehow saved by Mist, but you can't just leave it in front of the box. Cream's gonna be able to get it into the net and bring us within 1.
And hey bro, their defense has to be immaculate now as Atomic sends to the bar, almost forces another own goal here. Jump from Wavy, clear aside. Here's the counter. Here's your golden opportunity if you're Hey bro. You've got to get a shot on quickly though. Wavy center pass, Creams under the bar. Now Mist tries to throw some confusion into the mix. Wavy with a redirect forces Atomic into action. Now the follow through, Mist gets a piece of it, and Atomic picks up the cleanup job there.
Hey bro looks very solid in the defensive end. The rotations are darn near perfect as Creams looking to take this one down the pitch. Doesn't have the double, but Wavy's there. Gonna slot it back into the net. Great pass from Creams.
Again, when are we gonna get this golden opportunity for them? Every single time. That's 2 gone. Wavy has a shot through, and it's almost powerful enough. Daniel saves it aside.
Versus somebody like a first killer who Mist has played with, right? Is Daniel doesn't mind actually playing defenses. That's a massive pinch. And oh my, okay, just with their powers combined, they're gonna go ahead and throw that in. Throw some spicy brown mustard on that burger because this was a great goal.
And Burgers may be a bit more keen to stop Hey Bro before they get to the midfield line and shut them back into the zone. Mist says hello, 2 goals.
My brother in Christ, what is this angle? Mist, you're nuts.
Is how to control that ball defensively. Maybe the offense that you're up against isn't too far forward to pick it clean, but when they are, that spells disaster. Burgers get back up by 2, but just waiting for this ball to go right out through the corner. Daniel throws a dime to Mist.
So I know they're not concerned about dropping a game to the likes of Daniel, Mist, and Atomic, but at the same time, it feels like this is the Hey Bro the Burgers that we should have seen this whole time, as they actually broke the Barcelona and got us over to 9.
Takes it aside, and Mist was relevant enough. Quick shot there. Wavy into action. Everybody has to move defensively here. It's another save for Wavy. Back to back. Tries to transition. Says this is a 2-on-1. It's a 2-on-0. Atomic just has to turn it on the off angle. Pops it high instead, and a big save from Wavy under pressure. Transition played. Mist is racing and grabs it aside.
Oh my, this is gonna be in front though. It's just gonna be in.
fall in line the way they needed to. Well, somebody's going to bring it right on back. It's Wavy on that occasion. Wavy again delivering a save, but all it takes is one fast break from the Burgers.
And this might be it too, Daniel. Back post shot, and yep, all it takes is one opportunity, right?
You get anything realistic going here. Daniel downfield, could waterfall, taking himself, bouncer off the bar. Everybody's stunned, and Hockey has enough power to clear. Mist has to respond quickly now, and 60 seconds, fireworks are starting to fly.
This is going to be dangerous over the top. Daniel on the backboard, Hockey gonna fake Creams, shot, denied, again, denied, try the post, but it's going to be Hebro, just able to collapse on the net. So close 2 times, the 3rd time's a charm.
It'll have to come from the back of the zone, as it often does, and Mist cannot connect. Atomic picks up, flick in hand, Kareem's blocks aside. Mist backs up now, not a whole lot of boost in the tank, getting harassed by Wavy. Demo comes through, into the ground. Hey bro, they advance to day 3 through winners.
And we just saw a banger matchup between Hebro and Burgers, dropping Burgers to the lower bracket, and these invited teams have not had a good day today. Obviously, Mist had a pop-off game number 4 where he scored 6 goals. Daniel had 6 assists, but that was really the only games they were firing on all cylinders. And if they bring that to this Luxie team, I don't think they're going to make it out alive. The answer there is about to be no, but it turns into a yes, just because the offense there actually shut down. Daniel does a good job. Oh, Daniel. Oh my, that's saved and nobody's there to dive on it. Burgers, you got to take advantage of the opportunities. The ball's in front of the net. You got to crash. You cannot let that one go awry.
This is such an interesting situation. Mist finally punches it up high. Mist is there. Pass down to Atomic. Clinicality at its finest. 6 seconds to go. The Burgers look to steal game 2.
The unselfishness here as well. Mist can easily control that ball. There's a ton of space given up.
The creativity is something that you want to see from Luxie right now to get themselves back in. Although Atomic, again, it's really worth thinking about. Demolition of the near post. Nebra tries to get in front of it and does follow through for Tekaz.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this game, right? That's a crazy musty flick pass. Does Daniel have the double? He does!
There it is. Let him cook. He's serving up a fantastic burger right there. Talk about the pass from Mist, and Daniel makes no mistake about it. Burgers, that's a confident lead to take. Get one off the kickoff loader cap, but no boost. Can't get it moving. Still gets the flick on. Bar down. Nobody to clean. Atomic tries to clear, and Daniel takes it aside and out through the center. Offense
Definitely here right now for Burgers. They're winning the resource battle, but they have to get this one away. Atomic with a pre-jump from Mist. Are you kidding me again? Look at this. Look at the pre-jump. Atomic's already up. You don't even see him on the screen until now, but what is this?
Shot missed. Plenty of players out of position. Niebuhr wants to move this fast. Lodercat's looking for a demo. It has to be a flick, and it is to the bar, but no reception. It comes back off the bar as fast as it got there, and the Burgers grab a sweep, a shaky one at that. But at the end of the day, they're moving forward to day 3. But if we take a look at that day 2 bracket, there's a lot of things that I didn't think would happen. You look up to Group A, and it's lights out, going 5 games in every single series that they play, but they lost 2 of them, and that's all that mattered. Pirates on a boat lost out their upper qual chance to Boulevard, but then regained against Flight. We obviously just saw the Group B conclusion of Burgers saving themselves after dropping to Hey Bro and a fantastic performance from Wavy. And finally, Group D, didn't get to see much of them today, but the teams you'd expect to see through, with Execute trying to claw their way in, but ultimately failing in that lower bracket qualification against Sukpartik. Nolly's Minions making it through the uppers. So this playoff bracket visionary is looking very stacked.
The upper bracket, you get yourself an extra life here, and that is massive to qualify through uppers. We're gonna have Old Heads versus Nolly's Minions, and then Hey Bro versus Boulevard. If you told me when I looked at the rosters for this tournament, as soon as, it was announced and we had the teams and everything was kind of ready to go, if you told me that every single one of those teams was actually not going to be in the upper bracket, I would have told you you're crazy.
We're about to kick off a championship Sunday of a $7,000 Psionics-backed tournament. It's Boulevard. It's Hey Bro. This is Bandits on Wheels. Pyro, here we go. 3-1 after conceding the opening goal. Like, they got punched in the mouth the first couple of seconds, and now they've put up 4 unanswered goals.
I'm glad you forget about it. Hockey coming in with some fireworks. It's like the grand finale of the fireworks display, but happening at the very beginning of the show. What kind of dunk was that? As Hockey was trying to dribble that away, maybe a little too confident as he didn't expect the 50-50, didn't expect the second goal either. Delta, oh, you can be very sure that he is back.
Whoa, that dude cannot miss from that position right now. He's made 7 saves in this overtime, but it's all for naught. Hey, bro's gonna go up 2-0 in the series after taking a lengthy overtime. That Boulevard forced them to pry from their cold, dead hands.
This is the issue right now. This is the big problem. Boulevard off that kickoff. A massive chance to score. They could have ripped a shot, but it was too high, and they're immediately punished. If you do not take advantage of those small amount of opportunities that find their way, they're just not going to get back into this game. That is it, folks. Game 3 is done. This series over. Round 1 of the final playoff bracket for this first fall showdown of Bandit on Wheels is completed.
We're moving on down to the lower side of the bracket. We got an elimination match between Burgers and Old Heads. Big best of 5 right here, Mr. Pyro J, between two teams that have had their fair share of W's in tournaments like this.
Teams, it is Old Heads off to a bit of the better start in terms of possession with a downwards pass as well. J-Pow and Heck, we mentioned the coordination these two players would have, and it's not a mistake. Adam, how about this clear? A flip reset available, but he takes it back down to the ground. If he has more than 4 boosts, he might be able to take this shot, but why not a handoff? Why not a drop down to J-Pow to clean it up?
The entire world when it comes to Rocket League, and you outsmart him into making a poor touch, setting up your teammate to score, but hey, it doesn't matter.
Just behind the play, almost had that goal to go. Daniel, last effort, don't doubt this man here, right under pass 1, pass 2, shot not there.
Plays the ball, and whoever's alongside it for Old Heads, he is so annoying, and it keeps possession for Burgers, allows that opportunity to develop.
Almost puts it in front of their own net. Atomic searching for that net as well, but a big save out of Heck.
Old Heads finding a way to keep themselves in this thing, but that's a bad loss. Daniel's got an open net, and he is not going to miss that. 2-0 Burgers.
They've got themselves a goal. That coordination could come to be so important in these games. Or maybe you just need that one shot to go in. Able to intercept the play and defuse it as it arrives.
Ooh, okay. That ball is just in. J-Pow says so, and the game follows his wishes. Great 50-50, taking on Daniel there on the sidewall, and Mist wasn't back. Why would he be? Now what can Heck do? It's through 1, has Mist and Daniel back to the play, gets the ball to J-Pow, the double is good! Heck and J-Pow, the dynamic duo in Game 3, putting Old Heads up in front.
The denials are incredibly impressive by the Old Heads. And
What?
the flip reset plays, but they are taken away in an instant. Seems to be at the right place at the right time in those chaotic maneuvers. Speaking of which, how do you save that, Heck? How?
Man, are they having to work for this lead. Missed another shot, and finally, the Burgers will score. More intense field domination. 70% of the first half of this game has been played on the Burgers' offensive end, and they're just now scoring their first.
To get those goals, hold on. 2 defenders are taken to make that save. Daniel's the third one, just to make sure Old Heads can't equalize quite yet. He's stretching across the other side of the field, taking it solo to the corner. Almost getting it behind the defenders and into the back of the net. As we're back in the midfield, but Old Heads, boy, would they like that situation to come about again. Atomic off the other side and Mist cleans up. It's a turnaround, a quick one for Burgers. Adam able to get the save, and Atomic is back up again, sets up the double tap, nobody on the backboard to stop him, and you can't offer that real estate to Atomic.
It wasn't even that much real estate. He just built a mansion on what felt like 1 square foot, because Heck's not in a bad position to save that. Atomic just slots the ball perfectly in the top corner off of a double tap.
The Bandits on Wheels Fall Showdown. The team to lose this game is out of it on the goal line. Towing the line here is the ball. We've seen this occasion on occasion for the Old Heads. They survive. Take a shot afterwards. Half a minute remaining. Mist sees exactly where that ball is coming from. Punishes off the backboard. That should be done and out for the Old Heads.
Clip it and ship it, the Burgers burgers, they're moving on. Mist knew exactly where Heck wanted to play that ball, and you could see Heck turning on it. He's the last man back.
The patties are fresh and the old heads, you can go back to sleep. They're knocked out of the fall showdown. The burgers will move on here in the lower bracket.
Nolly's Minions and Hey Bro, a pure bubble scene matchup, but on the top side of the bracket with RLCS talent on the lower side. What's going on here?
What did they have against Sup? Well, not enough, apparently. Sup have been doing crazy damage in this event. Don't forget they were the team to take out Lights Out in day 2. That's why you don't even see them in the bracket, and then a miraculous lower bracket run for them. But for the upper bracket, it's Hey Bro and Nolly's Minions. I mean, I almost want this to be a fusion style event just so we see the Cosmic versus Wavy 1v1 as well. Hopefully we get a microcosm of that here in this best of 5.
Controlling the ball. The on-the-ball movement is pretty. Hey Bro's just transitioned and found another goal with nothing to show on the scoreboard for what you're doing in offense. Here's a good look, actually. Cosmic will shoot, but Creams finds a block. Playing so slow right now. Pyro, we need to see a transition ASAP from Nolly's Minions.
Hey Bro, don't need to see that happen though, but they are going to indeed. The chances are being provided, but the finishing factor not executed upon. It could be just a 45-degree flick, and we are so close to that goal. It's gotta come at some point unless Cosmic gets another stop. It's just breathtaking when it's this late into the overtime sequence, and he's gonna turn it around for the overtime goal as well. Nolly's Minions, only 2 goals in a series that has been over 16 minutes, but they made it happen. Unable to get around, Nolly kind of lurking around this ball, but eventually landing on the ground. This one looking threatening. Hold on, Hockey. Can't give this guy a chance on the backboard. He'll make you pay.
Hockey dropped the hammer. Talk about 1v1 prowess. I mean, coming into this series is all we can talk about. Apply a little bit more pressure. Waving, great pair of 50-50s to make sure the defense is successful until Nolly takes control of the ball once again, 2-2.
Oh dear, Frosty had the engagement necessary to loft this up high for Nolly to deliver that blow. It is so important you can get top 2 with this win right here. You might just get the go-ahead goal with this sequence. Yes, they will. Wavy. Granted, they don't necessarily need it. Still tied up, but Frosty, maybe a hard shot is all they need, coupled with the bump play. They'll coordinate for the first goal. Oh, here's a trick that's been a part of the playbook for a long time. That outlet pass open wide, and Hockey, no other option than to hand it off to Creams to punch their ticket to the grand finals with a minute remaining. Less than that, it might just be Hockey towards the net. One last touch will secure the 3rd goal for HB. Hey Bro, what a performance today. A 3-0 to start, a 3-1 to finish the upper bracket, and they'll be your first grand finalists.
For Hey Bro, this has been in my mind, a pretty big statement from them to get all the way to this finals. You've already kind of proved yourself here. You've taken down what I think a lot of people would consider the best team here. I mean, this team is stacked, but at the end of the day, when you look at Nolly's Minions, obviously Nolly, a major winner there. And of course, Cosmic, who's been really grinding that one scene. He just finished top 6 in that Salt Mine 3. We'll see if he can bring it here against Burgers.
That's a ridiculous communication there from the boys. Is Atomic to Daniel, great pass, better shot, Nolly, huge save off the crossbar.
But full control here in the final third, and just controlling possession, the pace of play, forcing Nolly's Minions into a tough spot. But here, all 3 of Nolly's Minions flying toward it, and where did Burgers go downfield? Did they all just push up for the clear?
Mist went out towards the opposite side to get the corner grab. He went for a full Tenga boost, and I think he was hoping that either Takeoff obviously went their way or they won the 50 to follow the challenge, and they did. I think people were expecting him to maybe become a little bit more of a Roas when the offensive prowess, the defensive capabilities.
But you have to find possession out of your own zone and beat the first man. That's how you find that space in the backfield.
Yeah, and it's really not a case of play styles at all. It's just come down to tempo. The tempo's just been so heavy in favor of Burgers. But off the start, a miscue towards the ceiling. Frosty picks the pocket. Nolly's just there to make sure it falls in safely, but that's kind of what you need. Create some space back to the midfield. Cosmic will give it to Atomic, and we trade possessions yet again.
Yeah, you certainly have proof in the adjustments, and some proof of Cosmic scoring this goal. Great couple touches here. Gotten to the final yet, and I'd say it's been not only a massive success, but boy, we have seen a show from the players. It's been a lot of fun to watch, and that's a great demo coming out from Daniel. Look at the control to bring that one across the box.
Yeah, you must have forgot that he teamed with Reynolds and Arsenal for a while, because the demos are going to be there. That's a nice job by Daniel. Uses the reset center.
But Daniel's there to make the save, and hold on a second as he transitioned this one into a goal. Atomic shot on target, will drop it down, and Burgers will take the lead. And Burgers, for the moment, are looking to end it, and missed Will with an extra touch. And Burgers will take down Nolly's minions and get a chance at redemption in the grand final. Hebro and Burgers, and like we mentioned before the break, Hebro was able to take down Burgers before. You got to go up against the big boys if you want to be great, and Burgers are that opportunity.
This is the grand finals I think a lot of people wanted to see, and luckily we have answered the call, and so has Mist off the kickoff, wasting no time, no expense, already a 1-0 lead. And much more to fight through as more continuations will happen in the weeks progress, but to start, follow-up attempts, Wavy very quietly dunks it down for a tie game. A very quiet one, it feels like, for Burgers, but they have made the most of it, and another kickoff that goes their way, putting on another.
Hebro organizing a kickoff here. Can Creams put this one on target? It's wide open. Atomic off the spawn. He got a piece of it. Wavy, can he make magic happen? Gets it over one, but a huge save from Daniel on the goal line. That ball was halfway in. Wavy has carved out a couple of tough shots.
Denied.
Oh
Kicks
my
back
goodness,
out.
Atomic!
Shot from Atomic? Wow!
Just blasted this one when it came down, and Creams, I mean, that was as good as defense as you could get, but it just rolled right out to Atomic, top shelf, headed towards the back post, and with 1 second left, Burgers looking to close out game 2.
Midfield available. Creams punching it to the corner. Recentered to Hockey on target, and Mist can't collapse. It doesn't matter. Hockey is there. Why force the extra challenge on the goal line? Well, huge stuff.
Players diving across the orange net from Hebro to keep him out, but Creams, oh, an extra flick towards the net. How about a musty? Oh, he gets doubled in by Daniel, an own goal, and Creams able to get a second for Hebro.
I'm going to let you score this for me. I'm going to go and throw this downfield. You go ahead and take care of the rest. Daniel puts it away, and their share of $3,500 apiece, but this is a very important
my goodness,
game.
Mist.
Mist is a very important big player. Is that 3 touches?
Oh my goodness. With the flip reset over Creams, and it kind of rolls off his car, and then he gets the double tap to put it home. The finesse required is off the charts from Mist. Couldn't hang on to it. Hockey trying to force the issue now. He's going to be called upon again to put to the backboard. Here comes Wavy. It's a wide open net. Everyone's split across.
This has really come down to just too many members to deal with if you are Burgers. They just haven't had enough time, and that is free downfield.
What a touch from Hockey, and you're looking towards Burgers to make the difference here.
Oh, Daniel, great touch. Daniel, great finish. Atomic was right place, right time, but Daniel off the kickoff beats one, wins the extra touch here.
Oh my.
And that's just absurd.
He tried to salvage the play, and Burgers are able to get out.
Luckily, Creams is back, but he's the only one. He's got to defend against 2, and he just can't do it. That's the danger, and that's the response. Give him some space to work with here. Just buy time and some respect back at the midfield. To Atomic. Double tap. It's absolutely good.
Oh my.
And it's for the lead.
Well, okay, we found the offense. It's been found, and it's in Atomic. That's a great setup pass there from Daniel. Perfect finesse and pace behind that ball.
More pressure through the corner, bit of a traffic jam, but everybody starts to breathe back at midfield. Round 1, Atomic cutting it down to Daniel, restabilizing around Chuckles. That's absurd, and he can't finish the play.
Holding on and nursing that 1-goal lead off the ceiling. Daniel looking for a second to the backboard. Daniel goes under the defender. Daniel does it by himself.
Look at the finesse with this finishing touch. Not a lot of power, but just enough to squeeze it under Hockey. So does Daniel. Again, same spot, same situation. Atomic's going to show you what he's got. Mist squeezes it in.
Against Nolly's minions as well. Here's a double tap. That's free for Mist. I don't care how many defenders are below him. If he comes clean off the backboard, you know this one's going on target. Wavy on the first challenge, Creams on the second. Not even close. And Mist giving Burgers their lead, the first lead here in Game 7. Yeah, I mean, just going back to that missed goal for a second, like it's really about, oh, hold on a second. Creams, can he put it away? He will, all the way into your goal line, basically. And now they might pay Aki certainly putting it towards target. Here comes Creans, double tap. Whoa, that one was almost on target. Wavy again there to clean it up. Look at the second touch though from Creans. That threw the last man for a loop.
We love the corner play right now. If you're Hebro, just constant pressure, extra touches. The angles are disgusting. They saw what Mist did in game 1, and they're bringing it all right back. Maybe it was Atomic. Memory never serves. 1:43 to go. Well, it was a bit of a gauntlet in the grand finals, but for a squad that came through the upper bracket, they do so respectfully and consistently. And yet again, they find themselves in prime position to show that they are the real deal. The flick doesn't matter, but the result does. In Game 7 in your grand finals, it's Hebro who take home the championship, $3,500, and Wavy will have something on Liquipedia, absolutely. And specifically, it came down to one long lower bracket gauntlet of a run from Burgers. It was consistent. We're talking sweeps, clean ones at that against Sup, but also difficult ones when it came to a Game 5 matchup against Old Heads. They went all the way to the lower bracket final against Noli's Minions. We saw adjustments in there, but they looked like they were too much to handle. But Hebro were consistent and confident in that winner's bracket.
Fun to see them go the distance there with Burgers, or with Hebro, and again, congratulations to Hebro. That massive win for them, and an exciting one at that. I mean, we got everything you wanted here. A Game 7 final in the grand finals. I mean, what more do you want?
As for now, that's all we have for tonight. Congratulations to Hebro for taking home the championship. We'll crown another champion next week, or potential run back. Who knows what Hebro's got? We'll see you then. Have a good night.